And what is happening, crazy creators? And in this little tutorial for the tooling around project, we're going to be showing you a little bit on how we move our canvas around, turning it, making it bigger and smaller, zooming in and just moving it around the screen, as well as I think there's a little bit just on layers, on adding, taking away, and just a little tiny bit on layers. There's more to come on that. But another small tutorial, just like I said, like the rest of them, just to get you into the groove, ready for when we do some of this awesome art and awesome cartoons. And if you're just coming back from it from other videos, keep in tune, watch all of the tooling around tutorials, guys. And make them short and sweet, and I hope you enjoy them. Any suggestions from yourselves, guys, don't forget to leave them in the comments, other than what I can do with my autism, because I've tried and I can't do nothing. Just have to accept it. Peace, enjoy the video, and catch you soon. Crazy creators, what's going to happen in this episode is during all our art, we're going to want to move the canvas around. Now, again, I'm just beginner. I'm only going to teach you what I've worked out so far. I worked out on most of this the hard way because it's really hard to teach. So I'm just going to show you the things like, for example, you're going to want to zoom in and out of the canvas. And now I'm doing that with my mouse. It's the scroller on the mouse. So I lift the mouse up to show the scroller here. If you don't have one of those, I can show you how else you zoom in and out. And one way is by using Jiminy. As we know, if we use the left clicker, which you see from other tutorials, you can bring up Jiminy. Okay, so and on Jiminy here, you have this little scroller at the bottom there, look, see? And this can zoom you in and out. So that's another way. So there's two ways to zoom in and out of your drawings when you're doing it. Now, another thing you want to do is to move the canvas. Now, I can do this either using the keyboard, which I think it's Control and whatever these keys are. You know, the little square brackety ones. They'll come up on the screen, those, yeah? So Control and those, the two different keys are opposites. They're male and female, so you just left and right, click left and right. But another way that's even easier again, guys, is again, bring up Jiminy. And you see on this little circle here, is you can hold it with the left clicker and drag it around, and then always just put it back in the circle when you want to straighten up. I think there's actually something you can press that gets in the circle. Well, I double clicked it and it might have went in, but it might have been mounted back in. But that's another way to do it. But that's how I generally do it with Jiminy. Just turn it like that. That's the easiest way. And again, there's moving around like this. Now, how I'm doing this is simple. I am, again, with the scroller, I'm pushing it in and holding it. And you see that hand? It grabs it. So if I put it on the screen there, you can see a little circle on the screen. And if I hold it, it turns into a hand. Okay. And then when I hold it in, I can then move it around using the mouse. Okay. Now, another way to do this is, again, on the side. Let me just bring this in slightly. On the side here, you have a bar that you can move up and down there by holding the left click on the mouse, and one at the bottom. So there you go, guys. I've shown you how to move this around. So that's generally it, guys. That's what I wanted to show you in this tutorial for now, and that is how you move your canvas around. Alright, and before we go into something else then, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to tell you now, we'll cover two of the tools. Right? Really easy tools right here down here at the bottom. They are the pan tool, I believe, yes, and the zoom tool. Okay, they're down here on the left hand side. Now, the pan tool is exactly what we've been doing, is the little hand, and you can hold your left click on the mouse and move your canvas around. And then the zoom tool is exactly what it says. You can zoom in. You can zoom in with your mouse. Now, these also on the keyboard, the zoom is the little minus and plus keys. You can zoom in and out. So there's also that. And the pan, I believe, is the space. Yeah, the space bar. Okay, the space bar. So that's also how you move your canvas around. So keep watching, guys. to be done. So if I look over this area, this is where our layers are. So let me move this up a minute so you can see. I say layers, and forget about tool options for a moment. That will be coming into when we do the individual tools. So layers, and we're going as you can see, we all start off with 1 and 2, or at least we do on this setup, and we got layer 1 and 2. I normally lay out just my background, and I have a white background on there, and I can turn it off and on. And when I say turn it off and on, I mean you can't see it. So what these layers are, guys, if you imagine, for those who don't fully understand, best way I can explain it is, I mean, if you're old school like myself, we used to use these see-through sheets of little plastic things that we used to draw on for the projector, and you could have them overlapping each other and do like sort of cartoons. And layers can potentially be like that, as well as just digital sheets of paper that you can have see-through any color, and they're just layers in which you work on, and the one on top obviously is the one that you see, because you're constantly looking down. And as you can see, like layer 1 and 2, so if I want to move layer 1 or 2 down, you have these little arrows at the bottom here, and I can move it up and down. I can click and drag it, but I like using this. It's a little easier, especially when you've got multiple layers, which we will be working a lot with. Now this is an important part of everything we do, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly tell you roughly some options with the layers just briefly here at the end of this tutorial. This is to be in the end, and then we'll talk more about it in other tutorials and when we do the actual art, because there's a lot in there and I'm only just thinking it all out. So what we're going to do is we can add layers with this button up here, look, add, and you can add different kinds of layers, which I don't know much about, not at this present moment, and we'll learn that together, I'm sure. Then you can duplicate layers, you can have copies of layers. Move layers up and down, which we use. This button again, if you change your layer properties, I'm not sure about this yet. I'm going to learn a lot about it, and I'll let you guys do know when I know. So otherwise, we just don't bother with that at the moment. And they have delete layers, and then we can delete the layers we've made. Hello. And then on the layers themselves, they have individual options, but we're going to go more into that in another tutorial. This is just about adding and the options on the layers here. Just up here, look, you have where you can make your layers invisible by turning the little eye icon on, and you can lock your layers so nobody can do anything to it, including move it. The other option is not absolutely sure on, but like again, I'll discover those and we'll have them in further tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one, guys.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh my goodness. Does that smell amazing? Why are you shaking? Are you that excited about bacon? Are you that excited about bacon? Do you want the bacon? Do you want the bacon?
What's happening, crazy creators? And that is it for the show, I'm afraid. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's all wonderful news. But if you can just spread the word, let everybody know. I need it. I need lots and lots of viewers so I can progress my art and get more involved and get more stuff done. There's so much we want to do, and with your help we can do it. So if you can just share with everybody, that'd be great. Just try and watch every show as best as you can. That all helps us. It helps us get our show out there, helps people find the show, and can help people find themselves. So please do that if you can. In the meantime, as you can see, we have links and codes coming up on the screen. Check out all those. Help out whoever you can help out. But guys, we got other things coming in the future on how you can help just with your art alone. So just if you can't do anything, just stick with the art at least. That'd be great. And just like I said, spread the word. Thank you, guys. Peace.